This is part number 6 of the mini Planet Wallywood tour, the Puppet Room. Upstairs in Planet Wallywood, we have everything dedicated to the world of puppets. Including this Grover, which I made at the age of 18 with my mom. I used to perform with him when I was an aspiring Muppeteer. But then plans changed. I'll explain more about that later. Some puppets from dish soap back in the 60s, which I always loved. Used to always love these marionette puppets. I think made by Kohner. Sesame Street hand puppets I used to love. Some Wizard of Oz Mego action figures. And some more Muppet things, including a Great Gonzo photo puppet replica. More animation cells, and some Ben Cooper Halloween masks. Thematically, I'm sticking with the Hanna-Barbera theme here in this room as far as Halloween masks and different characters. Some autograph stuff. A baby blanket made by my late grandma on my mom's side. We move over here. This is my guest room in my house, so anybody who spends the night in the guest room has to be completely comfortable with being stared at by hundreds of puppet eyes. It's not for everybody, but some people don't seem to mind it. Since this is the puppet room, virtually everything in here does have something to do with puppets, even including the telephone. My Hanna-Barbera case with some of my favorite Hanna-Barbera characters, of course Wally Gator being one of my favorites. My name Wally Wingert was referred to as Wally Gator many times throughout my childhood. And a Darth Vader CD player that I have up here for music. A Kermit the Frog photo replica. Some figures from Monsters, Inc. This thing here is an original Gatesway 80 control board, which I used to use this exact board for my radio show when I was a DJ in South Dakota. There I am, running the controls of this very board. They were going to throw it out, and I rescued it as a conversation piece. This is my animal photo replica puppet right here. Looking very good. I also made this beaker when I was a kid. And some more artwork. And up here, some more puppets that I made when I was 18 and as an aspiring Muppeteer. Gonzo, Rolf the dog, Cookie Monster, and Animal. Now up here you see this guy looking around and wanting to interact is an animatronic Elvis head, which is, hi Elvis, which is puppeteering to some extent. He was the basis for my robot Elvis, which I will show you on another segment. One of my favorite records as a kid was the Scarecrow of Oz and the Pinocchio record. I have more Halloween masks up here, a few pieces of ephemera, some awards I've won. This case right here is a lot of personal effects. My diploma, some other awards, some artwork that I did, some things I worked on with my grandfather. My Pinocchio collection, some more things from my childhood. And of course we wind it up with animation cells and more artwork and more Halloween masks. So as you can tell, I'm pretty into the whole puppet world. I wanted to be a Muppeteer at the age of 19, but because I received this letter from the attorneys representing Henson Associates asking me to never take my puppets out of the house again because they infringed on the Muppets' copyright, I decided never to be a puppeteer. I just wanted a job with the Muppets. I wasn't trying to infringe on anybody's copyrights, but they saw it differently, so I guess life was meant to take a different turn for me. Here's a letter from Stan Lee. I wrote him a birthday card when I was a kid. This is a thank you card when I sent flowers to Elvis Presley the day he died. Mail registration when I sent Andy Kaufman flowers to his hotel room when he was injured in his fight with Jerry Lawler. A piece of original art from Carol Spinney, the puppeteer who does Big Bird. And this is a comic book and a letter that I wrote to my grandmother when I was about 6, telling her about this very comic I had just bought. And that is the Puppet Room.